Hey, Good Fox here. We're doing a Team of the Year David Johnson halfback review. And boy, did I really like this card. He's got a Battle Ready and BB ×2. My favorite two chemistries in the game for running backs. I like it so much, I've got it not once, not twice, but thrice on Adrian Peterson and Jordan Howard. What's so great about this Johnson card is that, besides for his high trucking, especially boosted up with the BB ×2, the high speed to pull away from defenses when he's in the open field. Something I can't say about Howard. The only downside, I think, to Johnson, we'll get to that during the game, but let's just go through the stats a little bit more. His catching 78, so he's, decent there. He's better than Adrian Peterson, and that's kind of a very comparable card. We can kind of get him to similar heights and whatnot, body weights. Both around that 220 range, and we love that cushion for the pushing and Madden when we're trying to truck people. But yeah, an all-around great back. You're going to see some highlights here. Kind of scrolling through. Carrying here is a little bit higher than Peterson, which is always nice, but carrying's kind of random, it seems. You got the +7 there. Acceleration for those outside runs. The top end speed. Elusiveness a little bit less, so don't really go for those elusive moves. Go for the trucks. Jukes you can use, but if you fail a juke, you probably will get taken down. But yeah, basically kind of want to rumble forward. And the one thing about this Johnson, when I compare him to other backs, like, say, Blunt broke tackles a lot better. Here he is trying to get his... Oh, not able to get in a bounds, taking the hit out of bounds. So just barely got his feet out of bounds there as a receiving back. I will say he didn't break as many tackles as I'd like to, but if he can get in the open field, like, watch this. He was very, well, that wasn't too responsive. You'll see it in a little bit, but he wasn't too responsive. That my pursuer didn't take a great angle, but he almost ran past him, but the suction tackle just saved him. Here he is. Oh, no. See, whenever running backs get their momentum stopped, they're not going to be great. So, Johnson here, falling forward, getting 10 yards a pop. He moved really smoothly between the tackles, too, on these inside zones. Didn't get caught up too much. There's a caught up, but it just ran into the dude's body. I love the A. I love that battle ready. Just hitting A. Just spamming A when you're in the middle. Spam, 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 spam. So fluid and agile at 90 agility. And, like, do you see his pursuit? Couldn't keep up. Like, that's Ramsey at 90 speed. He chases just about any other running back in the game down there for the suction tackle, but not this Johnson. That one speed does make a difference on a card in man because there's so little separation between these cards. But this along with the two receivers that I probably got one of the receivers review out tonight already. If not, soon you'll see those Odell and Evans cards. Played phenomenal for me. Probably some of the best cards the best cards I've used this year at their positions. The only thing I don't like about Johnson is his traits aren't the greatest, but when he's in the open field, being a power back that can run like that is amazing. I'm not going to repeat myself. Clutch, no. I haven't repeated myself. Fights fresh yards, no. Makes rack catches, no. So he's not the greatest catcher, but that was kind of a good rack catch animation. Woo! Look at that. Nice smooth move to the end zone. Drops open passes, no. I would argue with that. You will see drop passes from him. Covers ball, brace versus big hitter. Like I've said, that's my favorite because he's going to brace for the big hits, but try and break the tackles of everybody lower. But like I said, I don't know if I really believe it because he doesn't break the tackles as much as somebody like Blunt naturally breaking them there. There's nothing you can do in a two-man tackle. Getting tag team, everybody knows that feeling, right? Makes aggressive catch, no. Possession catch, no. Sideline catches, no. As we saw that sideline catch earlier, there he is falling forward. He didn't get his feet in, but that was from a safety hit. And there's just a drop. So maybe that drops open passes should be yes. Maybe it was an awkward angle for him. I don't know. But otherwise, there isn't a lot to hate about this card. I guess you could say the pass block isn't Le'Veon Bell worthy. It's 62, but I find that's generally good enough. And there's the fumble. Like I said, he's got decent fumble, but fumbles are random. That's about as much as an Adrian Peterson would fumble for you. So I do look at the carry a little bit, and there he just takes a wicked hit from Sean Taylor. Hang on to it, unfortunately. There's a cutback of the inside zone. Not nearly as powerful this year as it was last year. Again, you see a bunch of inside zones with Johnson, and just run to the green grass and high tides, Mr. Johnson. There it is. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle home for the touchdown. So, I did like this Johnson in the inside zone scheme that I've just started running. Maybe this is kind of skewing my mind because I just started going to this new scheme where I'm running the ball a lot better than it was before. This is like my Madden 16 scheme all over again. I don't know why I ever got away from you, friend. I don't know. There is Johnson out the back. Boom! I tried to spin. Spinning is do not do that. Don't spin. Don't spin with Johnson. Don't try and do that. He's only got 83 spin. Try and truck him, juke him, or stiff arm him. And the extra special thing about stiff arm is that battle ready. If you're spamming A right in the middle, you're going to battle ready and fall forward with him. There he is, just moving smoothly through. Very, very good feel to the ball. I haven't tried out the L yet, so I can't really compare. There's another drop for him. So I don't love his catching skills, but you know, that one was thrown a little bit late, as Bengal pointed out in my last video. Up the middle once again, falling forward. He doesn't have the fall forward trait, but he does a little bit of a good job there, just basically with momentum. There I tried to spin again. I'm so used to spinning with my speed backs like Austin and Charles, where they were actually good at it. Another drop. It's tough to kind of get away from it when you move to more of a trucking back. But David Johnson, I did really, really like this card for his speed, his good fall forward ability. Unfortunately, his price is 865,000 coins, and for that, you gotta knock the card down. So it's like a 9.4 without the price, but like an 8.6 with it. It's expensive and probably not worth it. All right, thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.